So this is about noon, about lunchtime Saturday at Peace Love Vans, Florida. First time coming to this. I've always been interested in campervan, so I was kind of excited to come.
We're the next band set to play.
As this does have music, there's a big stage, there's been great performances, but it very much feels almost like a trade show too, in a cool way, because it's outside and there's all kinds of vans. But if you would go to an RV show, you know, like your local county fairground, this is very similar to that, but it's all vans in their natural habitat, right? Like in the wild. So instead of seeing them in a parking lot, you get to see people actually camping in them. I think that's the goal of van life, is how long can we stay in it? How long can we live in this, like, you know, small van shell and make it so it's comfortable?
My name is Sydney.
Sydney, so this is your first van life event.
Yes.
What do you think?
Oh, it's amazing. I love all of the different elements that are here. It's such a multifaceted event where people are just truly giving one another so much insight in what this experience is truly like. Not just, you know, a dramatized version on YouTube, but rather what the reality of this beautiful way of life is. And it's just really inspirational to be in this environment where everyone's wanting to build one another up and share like knowledge and insight. So
Benny Barcroft.
Benny Barcroft, and you're with Sprinter of Fort Mitchell. So
that is correct.
Yeah, talk a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, we're the largest selling sprinter store in the United States of America. My niche in the marketplace is I do a lot of customization with van builders. So I sell the shell van to a lot of the van builders, so as far as Site 7, Moxie. We got Livmore. I sell all those guys their chassis. So, you know, we take people's ideas and make them reality.
So the big thing that appeals to me is, again, like learning so much. I've been wanting to do van life for probably the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And being here, I can actually walk through the hundreds of vans that are sitting out and truly be able to piece together all of the little parts that I really like. And that way, when I go to step into that path and that journey myself, I can really piece this perfect build out for what I really want. So it's just
I'm Tommy, and my fiance's name is Angie, and we bought this van about a year ago, and it took us about 3 months to build it, about 10 or 12 hours a day. It was a pretty brutal build. Really technical, but it turned out to be our dream van.
You just showed me this air-conditioned doghouse that you built.
So we have a nice electric fan for Zuri, and it draws nice cool air into the doghouse for her.
Oh.
So that works great.
So tell me, did you sit down on a whiteboard and just mind map all that? Here's all the things we want to do. How did you end up coming up with all the ideas of this is what we want to make sure we do in this thing?
Yeah, we came up with a list of priorities for us. You know, the things that are very important to us, such as a bathroom, a bed that's always made, and space for the dog. Those are some of the priorities, and lots of power. Made a list, and then we started sketching. You know, the first day we went and got graph paper and just started drawing.
Cleaning up again, these guys. Incredible.
And you guys had 3 months on this.
3 months.
So is that working on weekends? Is that working pretty heavily?
10 to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
It's
interesting.
It's hard, yeah.
An even fancier cool yellow sign, and a $250 gift certificate to Van Life Outfitters. So congratulations, guys.
Your friends are getting most concerned. We're loose with the truth, baby, it's your fire.
Okay, that's a lot of dedication, and that's a lot of assuming money. What is it? What is it about all of this that makes you want to put in that effort?
Oh man, because there's nothing like being in your own van with everything. You know, vans are amazing to travel in. You can park them anywhere. You can go anywhere. It's just your tiny home on wheels. It really is. So you create it together. You work really hard, and then you get to enjoy it and just Nothing like
It's like
it.
a pride and joy.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yeah.
That's awesome. What do you think drives people to want to buy a shell like this? I'll just show the shell. We're looking at this. But what do you think motivates somebody to want to start from here and go through all the trouble to build a camper van for themselves?
You know, I would think, you know, that I would say when somebody that does this, they probably own one sort of like, we'll just say, just one like the Winnebago Rebel. You know, they've had that kind of configuration. They've done this life, and they kind of want to make their own kind of custom touches to it. So they can take this shell and just, you know, they can make what works best for them and make it their dream.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a blank canvas there to paint. So.
Yeah.
It's just being able to pick up and go.
Yeah.
Because see, when I talked to my dad about all this, he goes, so what kind of campgrounds you going to? I'm like, I'm not going to campgrounds. It's not about camping. It's about traveling and experiencing. Because I got to do that outside the U.S., so now I want to do it here.
Yeah.
But I want to do it with my best buddy right here.
Yeah, so
Jordy.
Jordy is amazing. He's such a great dog.
Ann Williams.
Ann Williams. And you have, I stopped because you have a Jayco. It's a Jayco Terrain, you said?
Yeah, it's a Jayco Terrain 4-wheel drive.
Okay,
it's a 2022.
What pushed you towards getting this particular van?
I got it because it has more accessories than like the Revel,
Yeah.
and it's a cheaper price.
Okay.
So that really helped a lot.
Yeah. You spend a lot of time in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you mentioned you fish?
I fish. I fish all over the United States. Right now I'm fishing Florida.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
What are you fishing for?
Bass.
Okay.
Why stay at home?
Yeah.
I mean, people in my age and my position, I'm in my 60s, you know, like, and why should I sit at home and do nothing?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
yes, I could go on those group things and travel, but I don't want to stick to the schedule. I don't want to stick to the schedule at all.
Yeah.
I had a schedule for 30-something years. I want to be able to, if I want to stop, I want to do something.
Yeah. So it's the freedom then. It's the freedom of it.
It's the freedom and the choice. You
Yeah.
know, really, and I love the freedom.
So one of the things that we believe at Van Life Outfitters is that van life is freedom. And Olena does not have freedom right now. She's stuck in a war-torn country, and there's one way that I know of to help, and that's a little bit of money. So what we've done is we've created a Van Life Equals Freedom t-shirt. On the front, it says Van Life Equals Freedom, and it has a Ukrainian flag. On the back, it has a famous topography. Well, it's famous in Ukraine. None of us have heard of it. But the highest mountain in Ukraine, the topography there. And we are giving all of the profits to a Ukrainian organization that Olena chose because she trusts them. And our team is also, you know, we're buying our own shirts to try to donate. So if you believe that van life equals freedom and you want to support somebody who's trying to help us live our best van lives from a war-torn country, then consider coming over to the Van Life Outfitters tent and buying one of these Van Life Equals Freedoms t-shirts.
But my goal is in next year, 2027, is really to go out west.
Nice.
And go to Alaska. Because I flew to Alaska and I spent time in Alaska, but I want to drive there.
How do you define van life? What is van life?
Van life is where you can come and relax, and you can leave your things out and nobody steals them, and everybody's just really cool.
Yeah.
You've got to have a good judge of characters. People that live the normal life, they know, and they're always nice. They're helpful.
Yeah.
They'll help you. It's all about the freedom. It's about the people too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie about that. I've met a lot of people out here on the road, and then I've met people that ain't so nice.
Yeah.
You know, that's when you just look and say, well, have a nice day. I'll see you down the road or something.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing I ever did.
I was gonna say, has it delivered?
Love the van, yeah.
What's been the biggest difference? Like
Convenience.
Convenience.
The comfort. I mean, the convenience. We don't have the room, but we're not indoor people to begin with.
Yeah.
We had a really good-sized camper before us, 31 feet, but just the convenience of this, just to pack up and go for the day, or bring my wife back and forth to the airport. She tends to fly back and forth. I just pack up and We were doing it on a motorcycle before because I had the big camper and I was hauling my motorcycle down.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happens in the afternoon in Florida.
Yeah, it's gonna rain.
Not convenient to be bringing her to the airport when
Right.
it's, hot and miserable out. She's got to fly home. So
I think for me, there's a few parts. I think like kind of solar is a big aspect of it, having an actual energy source, so that when you're on the road, you're not really having to worry about plugging your phone in and different aspects like that. Another part is just one of the layouts that I've learned too that I personally like. A lot of vans that I've seen have the bed that's kind of wall to wall. I really like it when there's actual access point through the rear, so you can actually walk through it. So I've been liking the idea of like kind of a fold-out bed for that reason.
Yeah.
Also just learning some of the resources, like different apps to be able to utilize and things to kind of help be able to, when you get on the road, what can you, the small little tricks and tips to actually be able to like maximize your time there.
That's cool. That's cool.
And if you see any trash, do us a favor, pick it up, be a nice van lifer, and clean up the site so that we leave the park spotless. We're definitely advocates for a leave no trace. Also, the Tiki Bar is open for business if you're thirsty for a frozen drink or something else. So they've opened up early for you again today. Super long story. How did I get into camper vans? I mean, I grew up around them. My family and I would go camping in Colorado where I grew up. I learned to drive on my dad's Volkswagen Westphalia. And so, and then I was a deadhead back in the mid-90s. And so my girlfriend and I thought, well, I mean, we should get a Volkswagen camper and go on Dead Tour. So that was my first personally owned camper van. So this goes back to like 1993, I guess. And I've had a camper van ever since. So it's like, it was kind of like in my DNA, And
Peace, love, and vans. I think it's important to note, I could go into a lot of detail, but there's a lot of logistics involved in making this happen. Two young men who are now a little bit older put this thing together with a lot of sensitivity. And they also are very wise in hiring a great staff that makes all this possible.
Right outside the lazy gate, winter, summer, home.
Zach is a technical wizard, and Josh is a great administrator.
Wings a mile long, just carry the bird away.
You need to let them know. Their fourth year, we need to give them applause. We should have a cake or something here for them. I don't know. But it's amazing that they put this all together for all of you. They started out with just a little idea, but it's developed tremendously with so many different vendors and exhibitors. Just two guys with a vision. I think they did a marvelous, marvelous job, and they deserve a hand, if not a standing ovation. Would you give it to them for Josh and Zach?
One of the things that I think differentiates our camper van events from others is the programming that we're talking about, right? Like how we have the stage, the music, the contests, the bar, all that stuff, but also the sites that we choose. Like we're really careful to get a site that feels like a place you'd want to camp, right? It's not like a county fairgrounds with like a dusty road and maybe like a parking lot, where you would see like cotton candy machines or something. We want this place with the Withlacoochee River Park in Florida, the ranch, Hummingbird Ranch in Colorado. These are places that feel like the kind of adventurous place you'd want to camp, not a parking lot.
Very well organized. We've had a really good time. I mean, I wasn't so sure how she would feel about it, but I think it's well organized. There's a breeze getting in here. Everything's laid out nice. All the information's in our packet for just about everything we need, and I think it's very well run.
That's cool.
Really enjoyed
That's
myself,
cool.
and I will be back. I'm already talking about going to Colorado maybe next year.
Yeah. Name?
Lisa Batorne.
Yeah. And what are you working on right now?
A piece that my husband and I are doing to give to the owners of this festival.
Oh, that's awesome.
Peace,
That's
Love, and
awesome.
Vans. Yeah.
So what's the theme? You got a sun, you got the moon, you got Florida, I can see.
We're going with anytime's a good time for van life, whether it's weekend trips, day, night, trying to capture kind of that it's always van life time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys travel around quite a bit doing art. Tell me a little bit about that.
We go anywhere from all around Florida up the East Coast to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
We show at music festivals, at band festivals, obviously, a lot of cannabis festivals, things like that.
So you guys have a van too?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you drive?
We have a 2014 Dodge ProMaster.
That's cool.
But it's not built out.
Okay. Yeah. Is that the plan eventually?
No, because we paint houses too, so we kind of need to be versatile.
Space, yeah. It's
So it
amazing.
changes, so we're keeping it minimal.
Yeah. What do you like most about the van life stuff?
I guess the community is awesome, but for an independent trip aspect, like I really like being out on the road and just aimlessly being wherever, or not knowing where you're gonna crash at night and figuring it out like on the fly, sleeping in random parking lots. Like I love that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
If you see me down the road and stuff, feel free to stop. I'm very friendly. Anybody that knows me, you don't have to steal from me. I'll give you anything.
Yeah.
Need help someone. Because a lot of people are like that, you know. They're like, why would you help me? Well, you know what? I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
You know, this time, you break down, help someone out. Karma is real, people.
Yeah.
And you put good out in the world, that good comes back to you. I don't care where you go.
Yeah,
And
it
this is a fact. I know this.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's nice meeting you.
It's good to meet you.
And I love your dog.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Angus has been a good boy. There you are. That's a good boy.
Paparazzi going on right here.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Siren Slayla.
Siren Slayla. And you are clearly a mermaid.
I am.
On the back of a golf cart, nonetheless.
Yes, I am the official Peace, Love, and Vans mermaid.
That's amazing. How does one become a mermaid?
Well, I feel like I've always been a mermaid my entire life. And I even taught my children how to swim like a mermaid with their feet together, and always played mermaid in the bathtub as a little kid. When COVID happened, I saw a TikTok of a girl, her name's Mermaid Serenity, and I messaged her and I said, I want to be you when I grow up. And she was, even though she's half my age, and she was like, well, if you're serious, here's some links, here's some people, here's some things. And we had a really good conversation. She was an she was a mermazing person to interact with, sweet baby angel. And I have been hooked ever since. And now I've turned it into a profession.
Yeah.
I do all kinds of fun events, children's parties, yacht parties, hotel rooftop parties, corporate events. If you want someone to come listen to your boring numbers and then bribe them with come take a picture with a mermaid. I do parades. I am Peace, Love, and Vans official mermaid.
And you're a certified mermaid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you have to be certified to swim, certified safety, PADI certified, all kinds of fun stuff.
That's amazing.
You have mermaid insurance. Nobody believes me when I say that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. So why this? Like, I know how you got into it, but what is it about it that keeps you going?
Do you see the smiles of everybody around here? Just seeing me drive around on a golf cart, like there's something nostalgic that lights up in people, like the smiles on their faces, the just ridiculous happiness that seeing a mermaid or interacting with a mermaid does. not just in the adults, but I mean, especially in the little kids for sure, but seeing grown-ups like almost happy tear because they've seen a mermaid for the first time in their life is like amazing.
This is the first time I've ever hung out with a mermaid. I'm very excited. That's cool. Where can we find stuff about you on this?
I am Siren Slayla on all social medias and even www.sirenslayla.com.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we have other sponsors too. I'll mention them again. So Van Life Outfitters, Live More Camper Vans, Together We Van, Sierra Nevada, Victron Energy, and of course, Embassy and Live Wildly. If you haven't visited Live Wildly, they're the folks with the giant panther over here next to the stage. They do awesome work here in Florida, protecting natural places, natural Florida. We're thrilled to have them here. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming. We have some really great music for you tonight and tomorrow. More workshops, more fun, and more vans.